These days, law enforcement has become quite polarizing. Some people believe cops are nothing but power-hungry pigs. Others believe there's a lot of lousy people out there who keep doing worse things that cops have to deal with. And every news story we hear seems to stoke both sides of outrage. But not this one. This one stays out of that noise and illustrates another way to look at law enforcement altogether. You see, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the police union just filed a civil rights grievance against the city. The city implemented a new policy where they force cops to undergo drug and alcohol testing under 3 conditions. The cop is suspected of being under the influence, the cop discharged their weapon, or the cop was involved in any way with a car crash. The policy has already been put into action. 2 cops were ordered to take drug tests, even though they were only involved in car chases, not car crashes. But the police chief says the cops were still involved enough with dangerous incidences to warrant the test, and that it was not only for the safety of the public, but for the safety of the cops involved, too. And now this is where it gets interesting, because the lawyer representing the police union was like, the only thing being protected here is the city's own ass. He said that the chief knows that if something goes wrong, God forbid, they can always try to shift blame onto the cop through the testing. If crap goes down, the city can just try to say it was the cop's fault because he had a beer 4 hours ago. Then the lawyer goes on even further to say that not only is the drug testing a violation of the cops' contracts, it is also a violation of their constitutional rights. The lawyer asserts that the new drug testing policy amounts to an illegal search and seizure, that it is a direct violation of their constitutional 4th Amendment rights. That sounds familiar, right? The whole matter will probably go before an arbitration panel, which will ultimately decide if the policy violates cops' contracts. So there's no power-hungry cop in this story, and there's no real bad guy doing terrible things. There's only a bunch of cops not wanting the city to throw them under the bus by having them submit to drug and alcohol tests. Which brings me to that other way to look at law enforcement, which is this. We're all pawns in the same broken system. The cops, us, all of us non-millionaires. And the ones really in charge just love to watch us polarize. Tonight, let's talk about that.